it's based on the title of this story. Tell me what you think it's going to be about.
I think it's supposed to be about a man that is going overboard somewhere.
Okay. And as soon as you're ready, read the story, and remember, at the end of the story, I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Okay. A sharp sound startled him. Somewhere, off in the blackness, someone had fired a gun 3 times. Rainsford sprang up and moved quickly to the rail. He strained his eyes in the direction from which the reports had come. But it was like trying to see through a blanket. He leaped onto the rail and balanced himself there were to get a great elevation. His pipe, striking the rope, was knocked from his mouth. He lunged for it. A short hoarse cry came from his lips as he realized he had reached too far and had fallen overboard. The cry was pitched off the blood-warm waters of the Caribbean Sea, close over his head. He shrugged up to the surface and tried to cry for help, but the wash from the speeding yacht slapped him in the face. The salty water in his open mouth gagged and strangled him. Desperately, he struck out with strong strokes after the receding lights of the yacht. But he stopped before he had covered 50 feet. He calmed down and assessed his situation. It was not the first time he had been in a tough situation. There was a chance that his cries could be heard by someone overboard the yacht, but the chance was slim and grew much slimmer as the yacht continued on. He shouted with all his might. The lights of the yacht became faint, blinking like ever-vanishing fireflies. Then they were battled out the entire by the black night.
What is this story about?
This story is about a man. He was on a boat and he reached over and a pipe fell. So now he fell into the water and he tried to cry for help, but no one listened to him. So it was like another boat going by.
Okay. What sounds does he hear?
3 gunshots.
Why is he standing on the rail?
Because he's trying to get a greater elevation.
And what caused Rainsford to fall overboard?
Because he had a pipe in his mouth and it unbalanced and it hit the boat and he tried to reach for it. He fell in.
Okay. How did the water feel when he fell overboard?
Cold.
And why did Rainsford have difficulty crying for help?
Because he was doing strokes and he was out of breath, so he really couldn't yell that much.
Okay. And how far did he swim before he stopped?
He was over 3 strokes and he stopped.
Okay. Did it say how far?
50 feet.
Okay. And why do you think that the people aboard the yacht didn't hear Rainsford?
I think because the loud engines and stuff that's going by.
Okay. Now, what would you do if you were in the same situation as Rainsford?
Well, I'll take it back this time. I would. You say that again?
Yeah, what would you do if you were in the same situation as Rainsford? If you found yourself in the water like that?
I panic. I would try to swim to a shore nearby.
And explain what mystified means in this sentence. He moved quickly to the rail. Mystified.
If you move, like trying to balance itself, like
Trying to balance?
hmm,
Trying to balance? Okay. Read the title of the story silently to yourself and tell me what you think the story will be about.
I think this is gonna be about a pretty girl that everybody like, and she's like the candy counter lady.
And the same thing at the end of the story, I'm going to ask you some questions. When you're ready, begin.
The angel of the candy counter had found me at the last. The angel of the candy counter had found me out at the last, and I was demanding extreme payment for all Snickers, Mound Suckers, and Hershey bars. I had 2 huge cavities that were rotten to the gums. The pain was well past the help of crushed aspirin or oil of cloves. Only the one thing can help me now, so I pray earnestly that I have been allowed to sit under the house and have the entire building collapse on my jaw. Since there were no dentists and stamps, nor doctor either, for the matter, Mama had dealt with the other toothaches. She would try to yank them out with a string, tie the tooth in the other end, tie the tooth in the other end, loop over her first over her fist, as well as a painkiller, a prayer. In this case, the medicine proved effective. There wasn't enough animal left to hook onto a string, and the prayer were beginning ignored because some demon was blocking their way. I lived some days and nights in blinding pain, not so much toying with, a serious considering the idea of jumping in as well. So Mama decided I had to be taken to a dentist. The nearest dentist was in Masson, my son. 20 miles away. I'm 20 miles away, and I was sure that I'd be dead long before we reached half the distance. Mama said we go to the doctor. We go to Dr. Lincoln. He'd take care of me. She said we have to take the bus. I didn't know anyone who'd been to see him, but we had to go.
Okay. And what is this story about?
This one is about this boy. He always goes to this candy counter, and one day he was trying to steal some candy and kill the candy counter. They caught him.
And what remedies had been tried to ease the pain?
Painkillers, aspirin.
And why didn't Mama pull the teeth that were hurting?
Because you already have too many cavities.
And why weren't the prayers being answered?
I don't know.
Okay. In what town did the narrator live? What was the name of the town? Okay. How far is the nearest dentist from home?
Like long. Seems like yeah.
And what is the name of the dentist?